And for those that are from the city of Atlanta, all of these protests really hitting home. This is the birthplace of the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. and the epicenter for the civil rights movement. Those images bringing up painful memories, especially for those who lived through the 60s. Francesca Amaker joining us remotely from her home in Fulton County as we continue to practice social distancing. Francesca, being from this city, would you say that there is a different kind of sadness seeing all of the destruction that took place over the weekend?
There's a lot of sadness when it comes to destruction, Sheba, yes. And of course, when everyone woke up yesterday and saw everything that happened, of course, you know, people were sad for the business owners. But at the same time, people are saying it is out of time when it comes to demanding justice for Black people, specifically Black men in this moment. I want to go ahead and point your attention also to the fact that, yes, I've been here much of my life, but there are two types of people who have been out there. There are people who are peacefully protesting and people who are infiltrating, and they are not trying to make this peaceful at all. So we have to be mindful of those two separate groups with two separate agendas. Okay, let's talk about Jaylen Brown with the Celtics. He exploded on social media last night. Did you know that he drove down 15 hours because he's from Marietta? He came right to Atlanta to lead a very peaceful protest. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the video here. I believe we have it. This is the video that went viral. He was here from 6:30 to 8:30, and it all started at the MLK Memorial site after he drove down for 15 hours. And this was by far, according to Hope Ford, one of our reporters who was out there, the most peaceful protest that she's ever seen. She says that the atmosphere was calm. He continued to call for peace. In fact, the police escorted them in vehicles, never circled them, but they never interacted with them. They just let them do their thing. And he continued to say, this is a peaceful protest. We will march and people will try to join us. He also continued to say, remember why we are here. He also said, and this is powerful, I want each one of you to listen to this. I understand you. You see Black men on social media getting arrested. You see Black men being killed, but I refuse to be a victim. We have to end that victim mentality. And again, guys, I just want to point your attention. This is Atlanta. 50% of the businesses who are here in Atlanta are minority-owned businesses, Black-owned businesses. And with Atlanta being a mecca of Black excellence, I've been spoiled. I've seen Black excellence all my life. So many people in Atlanta are charged up because they look to their left and they look to their right and they see their brother, they see their sister, they see their cousin potentially being killed by police.
Yeah. Francesca, that's an excellent point. You know, as we saw these Black business owners and white business owners heading out to their businesses and assessing the damage yesterday, I think, you know, there's been so much focus on Black businesses because I know those who are of other races running these businesses in Atlanta say, hey, we're hurting too. But especially for these Black business owners, because they are the ones who have, many of them have been very vocal about equality. And for many of those businesses, when you step foot into their doors, it's written all over the place. And to have their businesses destroyed in this way has been hurtful to them. But on the other part of it, they say, listen, we understand the anger, we understand the outrage, because let's stay focused here on why folks are out protesting. You know, there have been a number of Black men and women who have been killed unjustifiably, and people's anger, it's running high, and people need to put it somewhere.
Yeah, you get that a lot, but you know, it was good to see Jaylen come down all the way from Boston, as Francesca mentioned, driving 15 hours all the way down. This is his city, and I understand the voice of Francesca as well. This is your city, and it's tough to see these things begin to take place, although you understand, and so you feel like you have to do something. And his peaceful protest was a great example of bringing people together, really, to bring attention to a much needed cause.
Yeah, a number of peaceful protests, and we can definitely say that that one was peaceful as the night went on. All right, it is 6:09 right now, folks. Looting again in the city of Atlanta. We're going to talk about it and show you more images and what U.S. Senator John Lewis, civil rights activist, has to say about the recent civil unrest. We'll be right back.